Okay, we're going to walk through how to install the new valve kit that you should be receiving as a cyborg owner from either the dealers or ourselves at MacDev. It's going to come with a variety of different things that really kind of change the performance of the gun and really will help kind of the reliability and make it a little easier to tune and work on. So I want to walk through what will come in your kit. So you get a stainless steel pin. You'll have a replacement ram seal O-ring, a ram sleeve or guide insert, and then the valve itself. So I've already done some things preemptively on this video. I do have another video where I'm removing the valve of one of these markers. And so wanted to kind of just go from that point forward. If you want to know how to disassemble the gun, just take a look at that video. And just want to show you where these parts go and how you can put them together. So we'll start with the bolt because it's the easiest. You should be receiving a new valve spring, has a different tension than even the second one we sent out. So you'll put that in, the detent in, and then you'll push this forward with an Allen key, put your new pull pin in, and snap it down. This pin is significantly heavier and is going to be able to take a severe thrashing. So this will be a good thing, a good upgrade or change for you. The next thing that we have in the kit is going to be this ram seal O-ring. It's going to be a 7mm by 2mm. Goodness. So you'll replace that O-ring I already have on this one. And what that's going to do is allow it to seal on the surface on the inside of the gun better. So you should get a more proper seal on the forward and backward travel of the ram. The second or third piece, whatever, fourth, is going to be this ram sleeve guide. Or ram guide, and it's going to go inside of the current ram sleeve or ram guide. What that does is it allows the ram to stay level and not sag in the ram sleeve. Don't really know if this was a super significant issue, but preventing something nonetheless, and it should give us a little bit better wear or easier wear on the ram and ram guide. The final piece, the coup de grace, if you will, is the new valve. I've already taken off the 15s from this old valve, and I put them on this new one. So it's a 015 if you're needing another one. But this is going to go hole up in the gun, so like this. If you do it this way, where the hole is pointed down, the gun will cycle. It will be very quiet and the air will not come out of the front of the gun very well. You'll notice really bad velocity. So be careful of that. It's a good way to kind of make a mistake and then crank your rigs up and cause all kinds of issues. So the way that this is assembled, the ram sleeve goes in, and using my favorite tool, the chopstick, we're going to push it all the way to the back and make sure that this hole right here is open. One thing I guess I didn't show in the valve video is how to take that ram sleeve out. All you're doing is taking chopstick, something that's not going to mar up the inside of the gun, a piece of macroline, whatever it is, if you young kids even know what macroline is. And you're going to press against that ram sleeve and push forward, and it's going to all come out the front of the gun. So remember, pull up, slide that into the face of the gun, push it forward. And again, we want to make sure that that hole is centered, because the subplate, the thing that you're going to take off to get to everything, should just sit in the gun like that. If you have to force it or feel like you got to put, some pressure on it to get, then nothing's lined up or something's wrong in your lineup and the way things are aligned, and you're going to have some issues with potentially bending the subplate. You might get some leaks, all that kind of fun stuff. So it should just sit in there, and then you'll reassemble really as you took it apart, which again, if you've never done that, I do have another video, and actually I'll put a link in the description below so you can take a look at that too. Just trying to save those who already know some time. So hopefully this was helpful. One thing that I am going to toss out there, and I know that this is going to be a major point of contention for all of you internet warriors out there, but the way that I think is best from a, I will call dummy-proof perspective, and I'm not calling anybody dummy, so calm down, is to set the LPR around 85, 90. That is high. I'm going to acknowledge that. But what that does is allows you to chrono with the HPR without having to worry about the LPR balance. Then once you've gotten to that point, you can start to back the LPR off or turn it down. And in doing that, you're going to want to look at velocity as you're shooting it across the chrono. Look at velocity, and then once it starts to drop like dramatically, then you know, okay, I've hit my velocity window, give it a little bit of a crank up, and leave it there. Let the gun break in, reevaluate. So about 10,000, 15,000 shots, come back, do a very similar process. And that way you'll be able to continue to break in the gun and help it perform. We do have guns with a lot of cycles on them that are operating at about 8 dwell with under 200 PSI HPR and around 70-ish LPR. So they do get there. You just have to have some patience. And we appreciate everybody's patience as we've been dealing with these guns. So any questions you may have, please hit me up on Facebook. We appreciate, again, your patience as we continue to work through this historical gun. It's been obviously a big project for us, and we've done our best to try and keep up and get the parts to you in a timely way. So thank you, everybody, and hope you enjoy your Cyborg.